I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, it's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what?
What's up, ladies and gents? It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Couldn't have picked a better day to be alive. Ladies and gentlemen, this Thanksgiving week is an amazing week, just like any other week. The significance of this week is that this is an opportune time for us to remember everything we have. But that's not what this video is about. I talked about that yesterday. This video is going to be about this. Now that we know what we have, and we're thankful for what we have, so now I'm about to prep y'all for the coming weeks, going into the new year, ending out 2021, going into 2022. Now is the time for us to take account for the talents and the gifts and the vulnerabilities and the character flaws, the good and the bad, the pros and the cons of ourselves as human beings. Take full account of who we are and start progressively working on it each and every single day, lessening the things that make us worse and increasing the things that make us better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time for us to take account for who we are and how we behave, how we think, the emotions that we have, the past wounds that may not be healed, and the advancements that we have yet to acknowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time out for New Year's resolutions. You should have a resolution each and every day. You should be resolved to be a better you each and every single day you wake up on this planet and you put one foot in front of the other to advance yourself through the 24 hours that we have every single time the sun sets and the sun rises. Ladies and gentlemen, you should have a plan. See, the problem that people have every New Year is that, I'm gonna have this New Year's resolution. I'm gonna make a plan in my mind to be better. And then that plan subsequently fails. And then they come towards the end of the full 365 calendar year and wonder why they've gotten worse or stayed exactly where they are. Because sure, they had the emotions behind advancement. Sure, they had the idea to be better, but they didn't have a constructive plan. They didn't have the appropriate amount of milestones in between each goal so that they can feel and carry that willpower and that motivation from one goal to the next, from success into success, from greatness to greatness. They experienced some setback and they gave up. Some of us are honestly just weak of heart. Some of us don't have the mental fortitude or the intestinal fortitude or the gumption to keep going. And if that's the character flaw, then that is something that we can build up over time. That is an obstacle that we can work on. That is something that we can overcome. Ladies and gentlemen, sure, be thankful this week. Gather with your family, reminisce, laugh, smile, But don't forget, this is not an ending point. This is the beginning of new. Because during this time, yes, we should be taking inventory of everything that we have and being thankful, regardless of how big it is or how small it is. But once we know our basis, our foundation, we should take that and start building upon it and making sure that it's not sand, that it's not a weak foundation, that we are solidified on bedrock in who we are and what we are and what we're working towards. This is the time. This is the coming year where we start to accomplish the things that we had set out to accomplish. I'm claiming right now today that all of you listening to this, all of you within the sound of my voice will claim that win, will claim that success, will claim that achievement, will claim those accolades, will claim the greatness that you have been seeking for, fighting for, and searching for. It's yours. That you will start to live a life of action and not inaction. A life of getting out there and doing what you have put your mind to and not being stagnant. A life of being dynamic and not static. We need to put ourselves on an incline and not a decline. We need to start propelling ourselves into that greatness, that successful future that we have been seeking this entire time. And get 100% serious about the things that we wish to do in this life. Because you cannot acknowledge where you are. You cannot acknowledge the things that you are grateful for. You cannot acknowledge the things that your Creator has blessed you with and not have acted upon the things that you have just now acknowledged, not have start to build upon the things that you have just acknowledged. You cannot become comfortable and satisfied with where you are if you have not achieved what you had set out to achieve. Nobody decides. I've never met a professional player who said, you know what? I made it from Pee-wee football. I made it from, Little League basketball, Little League baseball to middle school, to high school, to junior varsity, to varsity, and then got into college, whether it be D1, D2, D3, and decided, okay, this is the pinnacle of my life. This is exactly where I wanted my achievement to be. Everybody shoots for the pros. I have not met not one professional player who decided when they got to college, you know what? I'm good. You know what they do? If they get an inkling that they can make it to the pros in whatever league it is, soccer, football, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, they keep striving for that. They keep going. They keep going again and again and again. Two of my favorite shows is Last Chance U and Hard Knocks. Because in Hard Knocks and Last Chance U, you see these men working towards their goals each and every single day. And sometimes it's heartbreaking as you watch Hard Knocks and these rookies and these wailing veterans or aging veterans, and they get released. They get called into the office and say, hey, I'm sorry, but this is where it ends. And John Gruden said this, I think it was during the episode of Hard Knocks, I can't remember. And he said this, and he was correct in this. And it's harsh. And it's the reality of life. And it is this: sometimes, and more often than not, you will have to end somebody else's dream, cause somebody else's dream to come to an end for yours to succeed. Meaning that you're going to have to beat somebody out. You're going to have to prove yourself better than somebody else. And that's just a fact of life. But many of us allow ourselves to beat ourselves without ever getting into the situation to compete for the position that we're seeking in the first place. We compete with ourselves and allow ourselves to beat ourselves instead of coming to the realization that we're not our enemy, but our enemy is facing us. Our enemy or our competition is the guy that's wishing to take our spot. You know, I'm in competition with the other young guy, the other motivational speaker out there trying to get the customers that I'm chasing. And so I must practice and put myself in a position to advance my own message, to advance my story each and every single day. And during this time of Thanksgiving, I acknowledge that God has put me in this position. But I will not rest on my laurels and just feel comfortable with where I'm at. No, I'm going to push forward. I'm going to become a better speaker, a better storyteller, the most prolific orator that has ever walked this planet. Not because I just want to prove myself to be the best. No, because I know I can do better. So why not push myself to that better place? Ladies and gentlemen, give thanks. Be grateful for where you are and the things that you have been given and the blessings that you have. And take account for those things. Take inventory of them. But now that you know where you are, seek to push yourself beyond. How far can you push yourself in the coming weeks, in the coming years? How high can you go? Because like I always say, blessings do not flow only to us, but through us. So by you working hard, you will allow other people to achieve what they had sought to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, you are awesome, amazing, wonderful human beings. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are intelligent. You are inspiring. You are inspirational. You are one of a kind, unique, and wonderfully made. Have a beautiful Monday.
Thank you.